So today we're going to talk about something that I typically don't talk about. So I'm kind of noob at this, but I'm going to break this into kind of two parts of the video. The first part is I'm going to film my kind of unboxing and first initial reactions to these guys. The brand new Pixel Buds Pro. I have not owned a actual true pair of earbuds for a long time. The last pair that I bought didn't even have noise cancellation. They were the Klipsch K5s, I think is what they were called, and they didn't have noise cancellation in them. So these are 4 or 5 years in the making since that, I guess you can say. It's just been a while. I've never been a big fan of earbuds. I've never been a big fan of wireless headphones. But I can show you what I typically use when I do use headphones. And that is these, something that not a lot of people use. These are Kicker headphones. If you know anything about the brand Kicker, they typically do, like, you probably know them for car audio and stereo systems and things like that. But they do have a few different ones. I don't actually remember the model. If I figure it out, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. These are wireless headphones. Extremely good noise cancellation. They have the active noise cancellation. They've got a button for here, and they are great. So for me, this is a little bit of a change. I was very happy with my Pixel 6 Pro. Review coming of that pretty soon. And I've only lived with these for about a week and a half now. But to me, that's plenty enough time as being a newbie, being somebody that hasn't had a lot to compare these to, that I could kind of give you my review. So, gonna stop talking and play my unboxing and first initial reactions here. Alright, so Pixel Buds Pro, Pixel 6 Pro combination. I'm going to talk a little bit. These are my first ever noise canceling headphones. You can see I got them in. These are the first ever Buds Pro from Google. You guys have probably seen plenty of unboxings and everything. Basically what comes in the box is the headphones, and then you've got, I don't know, what you call this, it's like a smooth little pebble, not quite an egg shape. Nothing else in the box except for some extra suction cup stuff and things like that for the inside. And that is pretty much it. That's all that comes in this. I've been rocking these Klipsch. I think they're called K5s. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But they're the McLaren edition. Really cool case. Wireless charging built in. They're really nice headphones. They've got this little piece on here that everybody likes. They charge inside this. They automatically know. And then it's got this kind of chamber that's got this wicking that kind of absorbs moisture and things like that. So what do I think of the Buds Pro? I'm sure a lot of people are like, what do you think out of the bat? Well, this is my first ever set of noise canceling headphones. So I don't have a lot to compare this with. These did not have noise cancellation in them. Basically, they had very good sound isolation in them, meaning when I had them in my ears, I could hear anything. So they fit really well. They sounded great. They were just really good, really nice headphones. These were like $249 when I picked them up. I think they might have been $299 when they came out. But there's a lot of technology inside them. They paired with every device that I had. So first initial reaction, here we go. Let's play some music. I'm gonna pull up some YouTube here. Let's see, let's go to my music library and just play some music. All right, so let's play some Stranger Things stuff here. Ooh, nice bass. Okay. Let me turn this all the way up. Really good bass, very clear, no crackling. Good and immersive. So the assistant works really good, comes right in, pauses everything. She'll tell you to touch twice on either earbud to stop it. Let's try the noise cancellation. So it's pretty good. Oh yeah. So it's definitely a really big difference between the noise cancellation and not having the noise cancellation. So you've got really good sound here. Of course, because I have a Google phone, easy setup. A lot of people are opening these buds up. Other videos I've seen today, they're opening the buds up and getting them set up, and then they're trying to go back and do the video, and it's not showing you. So if you go look at my recent short that I have, or my reels, you'll see out of the box I open it up, and within about 2 to 3 seconds it automatically recognizes the pixels in the room. It's here, they connect. You get some really good setup with it. They are kind of the way Google designed these. They don't have that little tab on the top anymore, like the A's, the Bud A's. So the way that they kind of show you how to install these, they've got videos for them, but on the setup it shows you. They want you to kind of stick it in your ear, and then you kind of turn it so that this little bean shape kind of like works its way down into your ear. But going back to I'm going to take these out. Going back to the noise cancellation of these, it was really cool because it's like, I don't have a ton of stuff going on, but the AC is kind of running and the refrigerator and stuff like that. So you can't really hear a ton of stuff. But the great thing about it is you hold it down and you can hear it kind of give you a high-pitched chime telling you that it's on. And what's great about that is after that high-pitched chime, that immersiveness just gets a little deeper. So even if you're in a room that doesn't have a lot of noise cancellation, you're not trying to completely drown out the background, but you just want a better experience. Say you're watching a video or maybe even you're editing with these. I would go as far as to say it's very immersive. I'm not going to say they're super punchy bass like a pair of like Beats would be, where that bass is just like, oh gosh. But for someone who particularly likes a Bose headphone or a Bose stereo, that kind of clarity is usually pretty much welcomed, and you get a little that rich bass tone. These have that feel out of the box. Of course, I'm going to do a full review on these. That's just kind of my first initial impressions. Very comfortable, very light. I got the coral color because everyone else was kind of getting the sage, which I kind of liked, but I wanted something I could easily find in case I drop one of these, it falls out of my ear or something like that. The coral color would definitely be the easiest. But it's very small packaging. It's kind of no nonsense setup. I'm going to try to set these up with multiple devices and just see how it goes. Yeah, I mean it's you know, they're not some super groundbreaking design, but that's different. Let's see. There we go. Wrong way. But you do get little things like notification once you put each earbud in. You've got this notification that's open. I guess it's searching, and you close that, and light right there is just all you get. You don't have a light inside, you don't have anything like that. You just got this little light there, and it's ready to charge. You've got a little button on the back that I guess you can set it up to pair with another device. I'm going to try to use these with multiple devices. I'm going to try to connect it to my iPhone. I'm going to try to connect it to my S22. I'm going to check it with my Z Fold 3. I'm even going to try to test it with like a Chrome base and other devices that I have all around the house, computers and things like that. So out of the gate, I like these. They're comfortable, they fit my ear well. I didn't feel like they were gonna fall out. Of course, I'll have to test all that out, of course. But out of the box, sound quality is really good, which is what I was hoping for. Very immersive, which it means it's very clear. You don't have too many highs or too many lows. It's not just a flat mix. It's just very, very nice to, just to take this out, connect automatically to the phone, pop it in your ears, and have a really good sounding headphone. So that's my kind of first initial impression of the Pixel Bud Pros. Full review coming on these pretty soon. Thanks again, guys. Y'all have a good one. All right, so that's kind of my initial reaction. Nothing special, right? So let's talk a little bit about what it's been like to live with these. I'll kind of tell you how I've used them. The setup process. I have paired these with multiple devices, not just phones, so I can kind of tell you how that goes. So first things first, I'm going to talk about something that not a lot of people talk about, and it's the case. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's nice and soft plastic material. You've got one LED on the front. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up with the lighting or not, but you've got this one LED on the front that activates when you open or close it. That same LED will kind of flash whenever you're trying to pair it. There is a pairing button on the back that's kind of seamlessly built into it. You can't really feel it, but you can see it. You just hold that down and pair it to a new device. Pretty simple out the box. The actual inside is black. I got the coral color because everybody was kind of getting a lime green. I wanted something different, but I thought about what's the easiest to see if they fall out. The green I thought might blend in. The black definitely could disappear. I was nervous about getting the chalk color because it's white and it getting dirty, so coral was the only other one available. So there's not a whole lot in there. It's black. I have the coral color, that sort of thing. So it's just kind of like, it is what it is. But this is just real basic, real simple. To me, I can't really tell much difference between this and the other buds that came out, but that's just me looking at pictures. I've never had any or anything. So let's kind of talk about it. I don't feel like that this is like a premium design or anything like that. Maybe, I don't know. I hadn't used a whole lot of earbuds, like I said, but to me, this is just kind of basic. The feel of the buds is very plasticky. There's no metal, there's no aluminum, nothing like that. Maybe that's typical standard buds. They do fit nicely in there, I will say that. Like, they're not coming out. This hinge and all is very solid. But overall, to me, it didn't wow me. I do like the soft feel, but man, it's slippery. So, easily slipping and sliding around. It's white, so that's easy to find, but it's also easy to get dirty. I will say I've had a hard time getting these out, trying to pull them out. They're also kind of everything's real soft. It's got a soft feel to it. When I say soft, I mean it's like a flat feel. It's not shiny, it's not glossy, and so there's no texture. So like picking these up out of the case, they do kind of magnetize in real good and everything, and that's for the charging. Also, when you charge, the notification light will change colors to let you know. I think it's like an amber color, which means it's charging, and so forth and so on. So that's kind of neat. So let's talk mainly about what you really want to know about these, and that is what it's like to use them. So like I told you, and the reason I told you this is kind of going to make sense now. I haven't used earbuds outside of the ones I bought about 4 years ago because they were very expensive. Those earbuds were like $250, which I thought was outrageous when most earbuds are $199 for a pro model or $99 for just a regular. I thought they were kind of expensive. They were. Nothing about this to me felt expensive. $199 felt pretty commonplace for a higher end earbud, and then $99 being commonplace for a lower end earbud. So that's the price on those. You do have physical charging, by the way, on the bottom. You don't have to wireless charge, but I wireless charge everything. So let's talk about how to use them and why I keep going back to the other earbuds or not owning a lot of earbuds is because there's no like physical buttons on these. There's no, everything's kind of like swipe gestures or tap or hold or whatever. To me, a deal breaker for these would have been having a really bad learning curve, like not being able to just open these up, put them in my ears, and play with them for a little while and figure out how to use it. They'd just be very, very, hard to use or whatever. Because neither one of these earbuds has it like a little plus or a minus or a microphone or a pause, or there's no nothing. You would basically just either have to watch a video to learn how to use these, or you'd have to read instructions that they come with. I didn't do either of those. And the reason why is because I was like, if these are just not user-friendly out of the box, I don't want them. I'm gonna send them back, sell them. I'll just keep the other ones I have. My big headphones that I have from Kicker, they have plus minus, they have fast forward buttons, they've got a microphone button. It's all very common sense type stuff. So I was going to use these like that. I was going to put them in my ears, I was going to pair them, I was going to use them, I wasn't going to read how to do anything, I was going to watch, I was just going to see how user friendly they were out of the box. And I can tell you, one of the best things about these is super easy to learn. Very, very great. Not only are they just kind of common sense when it comes to figuring out how they work, but the assistant, Google's assistant, will kind of do everything for you as well. So took me like just a little bit of like holding it down, one earbud, holding down the other earbud to see if they're on or not on, and then the assistant like immediately jumps in and goes, hey, to do this, you do this. To do that, you do this. And she easily like walks you through. That's not like part of a setup. That's just like natural. Like if you're just like touching your buds and doing a bunch of stuff, then it doesn't make sense and they can't recognize what you're doing, the assistant would jump in and tell me. Controls were super duper easy. You can tap. Your right side is going to be for noise activation. You just A&C it's cut on. It's not on out the box. You hold it down and it will give you a notification that's on. And you can definitely tell because everything around you just goes, and you can still hear. Some people I think like that. Other people want it to be like completely silent and you can't hear at all. I don't like that. I like to be able to hear at least a little bit of background noise. I want most of it canceled out. I'd say I would want 90, 95, 99% of it, which is a small little bit where I can hear. I understand some people want noise cancellation to mean noise cancellation, I can't hear anything. Using these like around my house when I'm like vacuuming, or I cut the grass with them earlier today. The noise cancellation worked really, really well. I was listening to podcasts, hit the noise cancellation. It's almost like I could barely hear the lawnmower running, but it was so faint that I didn't even have to go full blast to hear the podcast. So I personally think that it's a good mix of high quality noise cancellation and a little bit lower than complete pure 100% noise cancellation. So take that how you will. I would say on a scale of from 1 to 10, 10 being the best and 1 being terrible, these are probably about a 7 or an 8 when it comes to sound quality. So they're on the higher end. They're not the best. I've heard there's other better ones out there, and I would probably agree that like the Klipsch that I have better sound quality than this. But overall, for the price, being that these are about $50 cheaper than those were, it's not enough difference for me to say, oh yeah, I'd rather have the $50 ones. Same goes with the noise cancellation. There's probably better noise canceling headphones out there or earbuds out there, but to me, for $200, it's fine. It's definitely very, very good. Comfort wise, I usually can keep these in my ear for about 2.5 hours, and not really even notice that they're even hardly there. I almost forget about it, especially with the noise cancellation. It was nice to have it. It was nice for it to not make me feel like that I was, you know, confined in a drum, or that it was sealing my ear up and causing pain or anything like that. So very, very comfortable. You could easily wear these, you know, on a plane trip, on the train, on a bus, on a subway, you know, a few hour car drive or whatever, and you're never even really going to even notice they're there. You may even forget that they're there. Overall, I've been very, very pleased with these. I think that $199 is a great price for these. I think that for someone who's looking for great buds out of the gate, that you don't have a whole lot of fuss and easy to use, they're fantastic for that. I would say that these are right there, up there. They are a champion for $199 Pro headphones. They definitely fit that class. But there's nothing here to me that just goes, this is a better buy than something else out there. That's just me. If I was going to go buy something off the shelf, you know, I would probably go for these, because my recommendation for these over other things was one Pixel. No, I'm just kidding. Is Google. That assistant is great. It's easy to use. Being able to hit that button and have that right there. I don't have to say it. You know, I don't have to summon it or bring it up or say, hey, whatever, assistant. I can just hit that button and just start talking. I can just say, click, read notification, and it reads them. Click, send a text message. Click, make a phone call. It just does it. And to me, that's worth $199 over everything else. And I know other things do that. I know other buds do that, but I don't think they do it as well as this. I just don't. That and being able to connect across devices, so easy. Very, very, very easy. I just think that those two things are so high on the list that sacrificing a little bit of noise cancellation and a little bit of quality, because it's very minor. I would say these are, out of the $199 Pro headphones and buds that are out there, these should be in your top 3. And for me, they would be the ones that I go to, and hope that Google makes a case that's not so slippery and gives me a little bit more premium hardware inside. So that's my review, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one.